Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be looking at top Gaokao Mathematics questions. Alright, our first question says, if A, B, and C are real numbers, such that A plus B plus C equals 0, and A squared plus B squared plus C squared equals 12. Now, we should find A, B plus BC plus CA. Alright, in order to find the value of this, let's call this equation 1 and equation 2. Now, we know that if we have A plus B plus C all squared would equal 0. Now, if we expand this equation, because 0 squared will give us 0, so that is equal 0. Now, if we expand this equation, we'll be having A squared plus B squared plus C squared plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CAC or CA, okay, equals 0. Now, from here, we know that our equation 2, this is already giving us 12. So if we have 12 here as this plus factorizing this will give us 2 brackets AB plus BC plus CA, which is what we are asked to look for, which will give us 0 equals 0. So now this becomes 2 brackets AB plus BC plus CA equals 0 minus 12 will give us a minus 12. Alright, dividing both sides by 2, we now have AB plus BC plus CA, which will give us minus 12 over 2, which will give us a minus 6. So the value of AB plus BC plus CA would be minus 6. If fx gives equals x raised to the power 4 minus 2x squared plus 1, which of the following is correct? Now, if we look at this equation, if we factorize this equation, we are going to have it as x squared minus plus x squared minus 1 all squared. If we factorize this equation, that's what we are going to have. Now, understanding that our x squared minus 1, okay, will give us this equation, we can now see that the value of x squared or x will give us 1. So for our x, for this statement to be correct, the value of x cannot be less than 0 since our x is 1. Alright, so the value of x is going to be greater than or equal to 0, which is our option A. Let z equals 3 plus 4i. What is the value of z? Now, for us to get the value of z, okay, we'll be doing z equals root a squared plus b squared. Now, in this case, our a is 3 and our b is 4i. Now, we know that our i is minus 1, okay, and minus 1 squared is still going to give us 1. So this is something as calling b to be, saying b to be 4. Alright, now this will give us our z would be root a is 3 squared plus 4 squared, which will give us 9, root 9 plus 16. Now root 9 plus 16 will give us z equals root 25, which will give us 5. So the value of z would be 5. The domain of the function fx equals root 2x minus 1 all over x plus 3. Sorry, there's a typo error here. This should be 2x minus 1 over x plus 3. Now, for us to find the domain of this, we are going to equate both our numerator and the denominator to 0. So for the numerator, which is 2x minus 1 equals 0. So this gives us 2x equals 1. So x equals 1 over 2. Alright? Now, for the denominator, alright, we have it as x plus 3. So therefore, x equals minus 3. Now, our value is going to range from between minus 3 and half, okay, which is our value for x. Okay, so our value for x will range between minus 3, okay, x, and half. So this should be the domain for this function. And the answer isn't here. So this should be the domain for this function. The sum of the infinite geometric series of 3 over 4 plus 3 over 8 plus 3 over 16. They say we should find the sum of those series. Now, in order to find the sum, we know that our sum equals s a all over 1 minus r for when r is greater than 1, or a over r minus 1 when r is less than 1 and when r is greater than 1. Now, for us to find our r, what is our r? Our r is our common ratio. And we know that for common ratio, we are having it as T2 divided by T1. And these are T1, T2, T3. Or we can use T3 over T2. Now, for our common ratio, we have this as 3 over 8 divided by 3 over 4. Okay, so we'll do the multiplicative inverse of this to have 3 over 8 times 4 over 3. So 3 cancels here, 4 here 1, 4 here 2, which leaves us with half. So our common ratio would be half, and half is less than 1. So we'll be using this term since our common ratio is less than 1. So now, finding the sum of terms using s equals a over 1 minus r, where our a is 3 over 4, all over 1 minus half. So this gives us 3 over 4 all over minus half. Alright? Now, doing a multiplicative inverse here, this will be 3 over 4 times minus 2 over 1. Okay? 2 here 1, 2 here 2. This leaves us with minus 3 over 2 as our answer. So our answer would be, sorry, not minus. Our answer would be 3 over 2. 1 minus half is half, not minus half. So our answer would be 3 over 2, which is option D. The solution set for x minus 2, 5 is what? Now, in finding the solution set of this is going to become x minus 2 plus or minus 5. Okay, so expanding this becomes x minus 2 plus 5, or x minus 2 minus 5 is greater than, less than minus 5. So this 2 going over will become x, adding 2 to both sides will be 5 plus 2, or x minus 5 plus 2. So this gives us x 7, or x is less than minus 3. So our solution set will range between x is less than minus 3 and x is less than 7, which is option B. if f of x equals in x squared plus 1, find our derivative of fx. Now, in doing this, we are going to apply chain rule, and that will be 1 over, let's start with let u equals in x squared plus 1. Okay, so du dx will become 1 over u dot our dx of x squared plus 1, and dx of x squared plus 1 will give us 2x. Okay, while our du dx is 1 over u. Okay, so this brings us to our du dx times d dx will give us, our du dx is 1 all over u is x squared plus 1. Okay, our u is x squared plus 1 times this will give us 2x. So our answer will become 2x all over x squared plus 1 will be our answer for the derivative of our fx. If tan theta equals 2 and theta is in the first quadrant, find sine theta. Okay, now we know that in the first quadrant, all are positive. Now, our cos is positive, tan is positive, and sine, they are all positive in the first quadrant. While in the second quadrant, only sine is positive. And in the third quadrant, only tan is positive. And in the fourth quadrant, only cos is positive. Now, since our question said our tan theta is in the first quadrant, that means our tan theta is positive. And we know that tan theta equals sine theta over cos theta. Now let's say let sine theta be y and cos theta be x. Okay, so we know that our tan theta, which is now sine theta over cos theta, equals 2. So our value for sine is y over x equals 2. So therefore, y equals, since we're looking for sine theta, y equals 2x. Okay. Now, the next thing we are going to do is using trigonometry identity, where sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals 1. Now, this is y squared, which is sine, plus x squared, which is cos, equals 1. But we know that y equals 2x, so this becomes 2x all squared plus x squared equals 1. So opening this bracket, we have it as 4x squared plus x squared equals 1. 4 plus 1 will give us 5x squared. So 5x squared equals 1. So x squared equals 1 over 5. Now, if we take roots of both sides, this becomes x equals root 1 over 5. But we know that roots can be shared between your numerator and your denominator. So we have this as x equals 1 over root 5. Since root 1 is still going to give us 1. Now, knowing that our x equals 1 over root 5, let's come back to our equation that says y equals 2x. Okay? Now, remember that y is sine theta, and we are asked to find sine theta. So y equals 2x, and the value of our x is 1 over root 5. So y equals 2 times 1 over root 5, which will give us 2 over root 5. So therefore, our sine theta will be 2 over root 5. So that will be option A. 2 over root 5 will be the value of our sine theta since it's positive. What is the period of the function fx equals sine 2x plus 5 over 3? Alright, now our function for sine, our sine theta is sine bx plus c. Okay, where we use the formula of our period equals 2 pi over b. Okay, now in this case, our b equals 2 and our c equals pi over 3. Alright, now since we are looking for the period of the function, we are going to apply this formula. Now this will become period will give us 2 pi of our b, which is 2. So this will become our function will be, the period of our function will be pi, which is option A. Let A equals 2, 0, 1, 3. Now this is our matrix. They say we should find the determinant of A. In order to find the determinant of A, we are going to multiply our diagonals together and subtract them. So this becomes, for determinant of A, we have it as 2 times 3, our main diagonal, minus 0 times 1. Now, or 1 times 0, sorry, 1 times 0. So this becomes 2 times 3, 6, minus 0, which will give us 6. So the determinant of this matrix will be 6, which is option A. If log 2 x squared minus 4 equals 3, it says find x. Now we know that in our logarithm law, if we have log a b equals x, okay, it can be rewritten as b equals a raised to power x. Now, applying this thing here, this will give us x squared minus 4 equals 2 raised to power 3. Okay, if we have it as 2 raised to power 3, now we know that 2 raised to power 3 is 8. That will give us x squared minus 4 equals 8. Okay, 8 would have, so for us to find x, this becomes x squared equals 8 plus 4. So x squared equals 12. Now, having an x squared as 12, we can find square root of both sides. X will become root 12. Okay, and root 12 can be broken down as 4 times 3. Root 4 times 3, which will give us 2 root 3. So our answer will become x equals plus or minus 2 root 3. So our answer will be plus or minus 2 root 3, which isn't here. The sum of the first n positive integers is given as n bracket n plus 1 over 2. Alright, this is a standard formula for finding sum of the first n positive integers, and the answer is not there. If a subscript n equals 3n squared plus 2n plus 1, find a subscript 3. Now, this simply means that when our n is 3, we should substitute this and find the value of this when a equals equals 3. So for A is 3, when n is 3, when n equals 3, this becomes 3 brackets 3 squared plus 2 bracket 3 plus 1. Now, this will give us 3 times 9 plus 6 plus 1. And 3 times 9 is 27 plus 6 plus 1. 27 plus 6 will give us 33. 33 plus 1 will give us 34. So our A3 would be 34, which is option B. We have evaluated the limits. Limit x tends towards 0 and sine 3x over x. Now, if we use our identity limit that talks of limit x tending towards 0 and sine kx over x equals k, alright? Now, applying same law here, this gives us our sine 3x over x and our limit x tending towards 0 will become 3. So the limit of this sine 3x over x would be 3, which is option B. If 2 dice are rolled, what is the probability that the sum is 7? Now, we are looking for probability of having a 7 and the rolling of 2 dice. Now, let's look at our probability chart of 2 dice. Now, if we prepare a chart of 2 dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We know that for each die, they have 6 sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now this forms that the probability of getting 1 and 1, which is 2, I'm going to write their sums. 2 and 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, we are asked for the probability of getting the sum of 7. So, our sum of 7 will be along this diagonal. Okay, will be a sum of 7. So, probability of having a 7 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 all over the total of this. If we count this, we are going to have it as 36. Okay, so this gives us 1 over 6. The probability of getting a 7 when 2 dice are rolled will be 1 over 6, which is option A. Find the value of sigma for x equals 1, x is equal 2. Now, in solving this, what it simply means is that our x squared will range from 1 to 4. So this becomes 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared. Now 1 squared is 1, plus 2 squared is 4, plus 3 squared is 9, and 4 squared is 16. So this 16 plus 4 will give us 20. 9 plus 1 will give us 10. That gives us 30. So the solution to this would be 30, which is option A. If x equals 2 raised to power y, then what is log 2x? Okay, now if we look at this, if we apply recall that when we have n, when we have log if we recall that we'll have log x a raised power a equals n. So this becomes a equals x raised power n. Now, applying this to this is like an inverse. We are given this, so we are asked to find this. So an inverse of this is what we are going to look for. So for this will become log 2x equals y. So the log of 2x will be the power of 2, which is y. So our log 2x will be y, which is option A. What is the angle between vectors A, 1 and 2, and B, 3 and 4? Okay. Now, in order to find this, we are using our dot product, which says that vector A dot vector B equals AB cos theta. Okay. And for this, our AB will become 1 times 3 plus 2 times 4. So 1 times 3 will be 3 plus 2 times 4, 8, which will give us 11. And now finding our magnitude for A will become root 1 plus 2. Root 1 squared plus root 2 squared, which will give us root 1 plus 4, which is root 5. And for magnitude of B will become root 3 squared plus 4 squared, which will give us root 9 plus 16, which is root 25, which is 5. Alright, now we know that our cos theta here will become our AB, A dot B over our magnitudes of our AB. So this will give us cos theta equals A dot B is 11 all over 5 root 5. Okay, now if we work on this, this gives us cos theta. Rationalizing our denominator will become 11 root 5 over 25. And 11 root 5 times 11 would give us root 5 times 11. Root 5 will give us 11 times 2.2361. 2.2361 times 11 would give us 24.5971 all over 25. So this becomes cos theta equals 0.9839. So cos inverse theta equals cos inverse of 0.9839. So theta will be cos inverse of 0.9839. So our theta will be 10.3. Okay, our theta will be 10.3 degrees. So the angle between them will be 10.3 degrees, which is less than 45 degrees. So our answer will be A. Find the derivative of fx equals e raised to power 2x. Now, using our chain rule, we keep this constant and differentiate this. So this becomes d dx of e2x will be e2x dot or times d dx of 2x. And differentiating our 2x, our d dx of 2x is 2. Okay, so this will give us e 2x times 2, which will give us 2e raised to power 2x as a differentiation, and the answer isn't here. If our integral of 3x squared plus 2x dx, then what is the result? Now, let's integrate each component separately. This becomes integral of 3x squared will become 3x2 plus 1 all over 3, which will give us 3x raised to power 3 over 3. So this gives us x raised to power 3. Okay, and if we integrate 2x, which is going to become 2x 1 plus 1 over 2, this gives us 2x squared over 2, which leaves us with x raised to power 2. Now, if we apply the limits of 1 and 0 to both, okay, if we apply our limits of 1 and 0, this becomes 1 raised to power 3 minus 0 raised to power 3, which is 1. And this will be 1 raised to power 2 minus 0 raised to power 2, which is 1. Now, coming back to this is 1 plus 1 will give us 2. So, the solution, the result of this integration will be 2. And the answer isn't here. Find the equation of the tangent to the curve y equals x squared at x equals 1. Okay, now if we differentiate this function, our the dx of x squared will give us 2x. So our y equals 2x. Okay, our y equals 2x. Now, they said that y at x equals 1. For this now, for y equals 2x, shows that our slope m, which is slope, equals 2. Okay? Now, y equals x squared when x is 1. So that means y is 1. So when x is 1, y equals 1, because 1 squared will be 1. Okay, now, having done that, we know that our y minus y1 equals m brackets x minus x1. Okay, now this will be y minus 1 equals m, which is 2, bracket x minus 1. Okay, now this will give us y minus 1 equals 2x minus 2. Okay, opening up this bracket. So our y equals 2x minus 2 plus 1. So our y will be 2x minus 1 as the equation to the tangent. So we're having it as y equals 2x minus 1, which is option A. If u, our vector u, is 2 and 3, and vector v is minus 1 and 4, then we should find u dot v. Now, our u dot v, we are going to be using, where this is u1, u2, v1, v2. So we'll be doing u1 dot v1 plus u2 dot v2. Okay, u1 is 2 times minus 1 plus 3 times 4. Okay, now this will give us minus 2 plus 12, which will give us 10. So our u dot v for our vectors will be equals 10. Now, with this, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. If there be any questions, comments, or reactions, put them down in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on your notification buttons to get updated whenever we upload our videos.